Welcome to the Carriage Kia Grandstand presents the North Georgia State Fair podcast, coming to Jim R. Miller Park in Marietta, September 21st to October the 1st. You can get all the details at northgeorgiastatefair.com. On today's podcast, we're going to learn a whole lot about the Piccolo Zoppe Boutique Circus. So let's meet our guest.
My name is Zoppe. I am a sixth-generation equestrian ballerina, which means I stand up on the back of horses, and while the horse is galloping, I jump through fire, things like that. I'm also the circus owner along with my husband. My family has been performing and creating circuses around the world since 1842. My family started in Italy. It started in Hungary with a French clown and a Hungarian equestrian ballerina, and they fell in love and immigrated to Italy in 1842 and started the Zoppe Circus.
That's really interesting. So basically, you were born into this, and here you are. So that's kind of an interesting way of a career.
Yes, basically my career started when I was 2. That was my first performance. As many circus artists start when they're very, very young. We train alongside our parents when we're little and learn the family traits. Horses have always been such a big part of our family's history. My grandmother, my great-grandmother, so forth and so on and on and on and on, have always been bareback riders. So that was my love and my passion and what I wanted to do with my life.
Now, do you actually come up with the different performances that are happening throughout the whole boutique circus?
Yes. So as I said, my family has owned a circus and circuses since 1842. So it's something that I grew up with my parents owning a circus. And now my husband and I own Piccolo Zoppe, and we wear many hats and we create the whole production. We gather artists from all over the world to come and perform with us. At the fair, the Georgia State Fair, people will come and see aerialists and clowns and bareback riders and tumblers and everything that you think you would see at the circus, but we like to do things a little bit different. My mom had a theater background and my father was all circus. And at my young age, they decided to bring those talents together and create something a bit more intimate and unique. And so I think that's why Piccolo Zoppe is a bit different than what you would normally see. It's a little bit theater, it's a lot circus. But the thing that I think that is the most beautiful thing about our show is it's a lot of heart. And our show is about history, it's about family, and it's about connecting with our audiences. So when people come to see our show, our tent is very small and petite in the sense that it's still big, but compared to other big circuses, it's small. So when you come to see the show, no audience member is more than 18 feet from the actual action. You know, people can actually feel the rush of the horses as they go by. And thankfully, we've been able to create this beautiful environment where when people come to see our show, they really have a heart connection. People laugh, they cry. They're able to experience every emotion. And to me, that's so important in a world where everything is digital and we're on our phones all the time. And to be able to have a live performance and take people away from their norm for an hour and a half is such a special gift, I think, to be able for us to receive, but also to be able to give to them. You know, when people leave, you know, we want them to feel like they became part of our family. And when they leave and they say, "You made me cry," I always tell them that is the best compliment I could ever have. I don't need you to tell me, "Oh my gosh, when you did that thing and you jumped through the fire, it was the scariest thing ever." I want to know that we're connecting with people on a deeper level. So I think that is what is so special about what we do, and all of our artists being able to truly give from their heart. Not that they don't do amazing things. That's part of it. And you will be thrilled and excited the way you would in normal circus. But there's something unique and special about being able to connect with our audiences.
Is there anything new that you're doing this year that you haven't done in your past performances throughout the years?
Well, you know, we have new artists all the time join our company. There are elements of our performance that we like to include in every production. So, like I said, aerialists, acrobats, tumblers, jugglers, little bit of everything. But I think what will be so fresh for our audience, especially at the fair, is they've never seen anything like this before. Now, if we were to come back next year, again, if we're invited back, hopefully, we would bring a whole new cast. So that's what we do. When we change things up, it's the horses will always be a big part of it because they are our family members, they're my children, and they will always be part of the circus. So you will always see that. But other aspects of the show, if we repeat a location, we always give everybody a fresh show. So this year, coming to the fair, it's all going to be new to them.
We're talking with Tosca Zoppe of the Piccolo Zoppe Boutique Circus, and it's a family affair. So talk a little more about your family members involved in this.
I have almost 30 nieces and nephews, and all of them perform. All of them, I've trained with some of my nieces, and they've all performed. It's in our blood. We always say that, the circus ring is full of sawdust. At least traditional circuses are. We have a traditional European circus, so we're the way it was 180 years ago. We do have lights though, so there's that. So we always say the sawdust is in our blood and you can't get it out. When I was a kid, my parents said, whatever you want to do, if you want to go to college, if you want to do something else with your life, it's your choice. But I think they knew that there wouldn't be another choice for me. This is my life, this is my love, this is my passion. And typically that's the way it is. It's growing up this way has been such a gift in my eyes. Children of circus families get to grow up and travel the world and see things that many people don't see throughout their lives, yet still be protected by a really close-knit family environment. So it's just been beautiful.
Is there anything else that we should know about the circus? Because I want people to come in and really enjoy it.
We're so excited to have been invited to perform this year in your city in Marietta, and it'll be our first time. We are actually going to be performing in the arena. I don't know if you're familiar with the fairgrounds or not, but we are constructing our tent and our lobby tent, which is full of beautiful circus art, and you come in, it's just absolutely beautiful. But we're actually constructing our tent inside the arena because the director of the fair wanted people to be able to have the full effect of our boutique circus, our traditional old world, boutique circus. So that's going to be a little different for us, but we want to encourage people. We will have 2 shows on Thursday, 2 shows on Friday, 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. Please come see our show. You will not regret it. I dare to say it might be the best thing you see at the fair. I hope. I say that with trying to be as humble as possible because our show is humble and sweet, but it's not like anything you have ever seen at the North Georgia State Fair. When people come to see the show, people come to the fair, when we perform at other fairs or other venues, once they've seen it, they have to see it again. So I'm hoping we have many new fans there in Marietta to join us for many performances. Really appreciate that.
All right, Tosca, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing the Piccolo Zoppe Circus at the North Georgia State Fair starting September 21st. Thanks a lot for being here.
Hey, have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the North Georgia State Fair podcast, coming to the Jim R. Miller Park in Marietta, September 21st through October the 1st. For all the information about tickets, events, and more, go to northgeorgiastatefair.com. Thanks to our sponsors, Superior Plumbing, Carriage Kia Grandstand, Coca-Cola, Northside Hospital, the Marietta Daily Journal, Georgia Grown, and LGE Community Credit Union.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. All rights reserved.